Hi Sagittarius, welcome. Time for a general reading. This is a general reading for this month of October, so take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So let's see what's happening in the world of all of our Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What's happening in your world? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Sagittarians. Some of you guys are single, feeling really good. I like that. Ooh, love is coming. And this could be one that I don't think you saw coming. Like the one that's coming, like you didn't see it. All of a sudden, boom, there somebody is standing at your door. All right, let's see. What is going on? So your overall energy, you come out as the Temperance reversed. So I feel like you're losing patience. Because there's something that I feel like you were lied to. I mean, you were carrying all the weight, okay? Let's see if you can follow me. You were carrying all the weight. And I think you finally like caught on, or you learned, or you put all the pieces together. And that's when I think you finally say enough. You know, this has been going on a long time. Okay, so I can't help but feel like it's a situation that you were involved with. Like this was a project and you knew that there were pieces missing. Okay, so it's like all of a sudden all the pieces start to fall into place and you're like, what the F? You know, I can't believe they just did that to me. So I feel like some of you, it's just a matter of time that you find out that, you know, you were pulling all the weight. Nobody was doing their end. Things weren't formulating. They weren't happening because, you know, you weren't getting the whole story. Like, you weren't getting the whole story. Like, they were saying, oh, yeah, I'm doing this. Like, maybe there was, you know, you guys had this project. Okay, so you had this project, and this person had to do this, and you had to do this, and they had to do this, and they weren't doing it. You know, you were tooling along, and somehow, all of a sudden, you turn around and you realize, shit, I'm carrying all the load. Where'd everybody go? They liked all of the attention. They liked everything that was coming to them. They just weren't doing the work. So, the pieces come together in October. Yeah, I mean, this is something that, I mean, you're fuming. Because now what do? Okay, so now you're left carrying all the load, all the weight. And I think you're like, you're so over it. You're so done. And I do get the sense that, you know, fine. You'll do it all on your own. You'll do what you have to do to get the job done. Because you can't count on anybody now. Whoever it is, you can't count on them. Yeah. They're not working. This has been a whole game to them. You've done everything, and you're done. You're not going to put any more energy into this. If nobody else wants to, neither will you. And I think it's left everybody feeling very unstable. Because I think everybody counted on you. And then when you're like, no, I'm not doing this all by myself. I'll get us to the end, and then I'm out. It's exactly what you need to do. Wow, that was a weird reading. Anyway, that's for somebody out there. I mean, you took a real chance. I mean, I feel like you invested a lot of money. Like, there was a lot invested into this. Like, it was a partnership. It wasn't well thought out. You know, I have to say, it's very difficult to be involved. I mean, there was a lot of backstabbing. I mean, there was, wow. When you get involved with friends, like, you know, oh, me and my best friend, we're going to open up a restaurant. I mean, that could be the end of your relationship, your friendship. And I think that's one of the things that's going on here, is that you got together, you know, with your friends, and you guys were going to do this really great project, whatever the project is, doesn't matter what it is, and you ended up having to do it all yourself. And yet they took the credit. Backstabbing, carrying the weight. Somebody was really, really selfish. So I think you get to a point where we need to sit down and really talk about all of this, especially if you want to save this friendship. A lot of backstabbing. I just, you know, in my mind I hear, you know, you were just so disappointed. I mean, it's just like you were so disappointed in these people because that's not how you read them. I don't think you ever thought that you would feel this disappointed. But see now, you know, it's time to say what you need to say. And I feel like everybody's, like, you're going to have like this, everybody's got to gather together and we all need to talk. See, these people, they're coming towards this person. And you're ready. You're ready to say what it is you have to say because you are tired of carrying all the weight, feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. People haven't been honest with you. They've been lying to you. And now it's time for us to really kind of like hash this out. So I think you're at that point. But I think you want to do it with kindness. It's like, even though you have all these emotions, the other emotion you have is that, you know, you guys went into this as friends. You know, and you don't forget that. They might have forgotten that, but you didn't forget that. Unfortunately, you know, you have to be ready for how, I mean, you don't know how everybody's going to react to this. Anything else? Anything else? But you're really done working on this. I think if it's one of these things, it got to the point where, like I said, you're going to drive the train to the very end because you have commitments already. People may have paid, clients may have already paid out. But when it's over, you're done. So it could be, you know, you guys might, you know, dissolve some kind of business or... But I think you took a risk. I mean, you really, your wish is that it all would come true, but I think it is what it is at this point. And it's time to move on. Just really time to move on. Especially if, you know, you're dealing with people that are not pulling their weight. They're not in it. Nobody's heart's in it. Maybe it was a good idea last year and then COVID showed up and, you know, that took it all away. So I think you have to, like, really kind of reprioritize what it is that you want. You know, because this was a big sting. It was a big sting. You know, and it's a shame. It's a real shame that it ended up the way it was. Yeah, but I just don't see how you guys are going to rectify this. I mean, it's like you don't want to continue a business or a project with somebody now knowing how it is, you know. But what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? You can't keep putting in all this energy. Like I say, you're driving the train to the end and then you're done. You're out. As much as this hurts to cut this whole thing out, it's almost like you'd rather get out now and save the friendship. You know, it's like, why keep going? Especially if everybody's feeling all bad about it. But I think, you know, wait until you get to this powwow, because I do see that you guys are going to all get together and talk, you know. But realistically, I think we see that, you know, this is probably going to go nowhere. All right. That's what I've got for you, Sag. I hope this resonated with someone. It seemed very specific to a problem that's going on. But there you have it. All right. So I'll see you at the next reading. I'll be throwing out more this month. So take what works, see what doesn't. Thumbs up for me if you liked it. And if not, that's okay. You know, I'll see you at the next one. Until then, bye now.